Hello everyone. This is Mrs. Long as we're beginning our final session for the semester. It seems like the semester has flown by. This is the Unit 4, Session 3 overview video, and it's to walk you through this final week as you are revising and editing and polishing those videos. So first we'll take a look at what the week is involved, what it involves. The first assignment here is a redo quiz for those of you who did not get at least 75% on the original quiz last week. I'll look at that in just a second, but if you have already earned a score of 30 or above on that quiz, you do not need to do this particular assignment, and it won't be counted against you either way. And the second assignment is to revise your essay and document some of those strategies with this revision worksheet. And then the last assignment for the week is to look at your contemporary essay, revise it, and submit it. So the 140 points possible this week. First thing we'll be looking at is this redo quiz. Last week, several of you helped me with my first interactive video by giving me feedback. It worked really well. I liked it a lot, and I got some good feedback from you. So I put the redo quiz inside of a video that provides further instruction and an analogy on how to use compound sentences and punctuation. So you will log in with your Google account or log in with the account you created at Edpuzzle. If you need the class code, here it is so that you can create an account. And you'll watch the additional video and complete questions there, and those points will be added to your previous quiz so that you're essentially getting a chance to take a higher score for your test. If you received a score of 30 or higher on that quiz, you do not have to do this assignment. So you can just go on to the next thing. And the next task in our session is to look at revision. And this video here gives you a lot of different very specific techniques for revising your paper. Remember, revising is much more than just catching spelling errors or maybe tweaking a couple of words toward the end. Revision can mean revision, looking at it again. So I encourage you to spend some thoughtful time on this video and on the strategies, and you'll be asked to document how you're using those strategies as you turn in your paper later. These are the things you're going to need to think about as you turn this paper in. Your essay needs to be 2 to 3 pages long. Should be in MLA format. Follow a clear organizational pattern, and maybe it wasn't exactly what you had from the samples last week, but something that is pretty close to an organizational pattern. You are using outside research, so you should have 3 sources cited in your paper, and that means a works cited page as well. And then you're going to use a revision and editing worksheet that I have created. This is actually one assignment, and I'm not going to grade your essay until you've done it, because it's really important that you get those skills to be able to be a first-class writer by revising what you've gotten. Nobody ever gets it done the first time. Revising is always necessary. And so you're going to be completing this worksheet. It's in a lot of different forms here, and using this rubric to guide yourself into where you're going to get a better essay here. There is a tool called the Writing Reviser that I encourage you to use at this website with these passwords and data points so that you can use that. And it will help you to identify many of the errors that you need to correct as you're doing that. You'll also need to put your paper into MLA format. And many of you have used MLA before without questioning it. If for some reason you have not submitted previous papers or you didn't pay attention to that part last time, then take a look at this information. You need to format your entire paper according to MLA. That's like your headings and do you double space, your page numbers, your titles. You need to format inside quotations, inside citations. So if you're writing your paper and you have a quotation and you need to give credit, you need to have an in-text citation. That means in the body of your paper, you're giving credit to the person that quotation came from. So there's information on that down here as well. And you need to format a works cited page with MLA format. And there's information here. Now you notice in my screen, there's actually not videos, there's just links. And I'll just point out that this little gray icon here is what is going to block, or it's going to show you that there's some content that's being blocked. So I'm going to click on that, and I'm just going to tell it to load the unsafe script, live on the edge, live dangerously here, and it will then allow the videos to appear. So that's your best tip if you have a hard time seeing the videos. But there's some really good stuff here on how to format your paper according to MLA format. You'll need to use Turnitin. Most of you have used Turnitin so far this semester, but if for some reason you do not have an account, you're new to the class or whatever, this is the class ID that you need, and the enrollment password is right here. And there's some videos here if you've never used Turnitin so you can create that. The revision worksheet, this is one of the assignments for this week. It's 40 points of just going through it like a checklist to see that you are actually using the revision strategies and thinking about the points that you're being asked to look at. And that needs to be completed before I'm going to grade your final essay. So, and then your next assignment then is to submit your final essay. This is the big 100-point essay that's due next Sunday. It's your summative assignment for the unit, so take your time on it. You'll use this worksheet to revise it, and if you've got that done, you'll end up with an A paper. There is a rubric here below that will help you to focus on what you need to focus on. You need to have followed all instructions like that writing reviser, the Turnitin, the MLA, and you need to definitely turn it into Turnitin, or I won't be grading your paper. So be in touch with me on that if you've got questions. Most of you, I think, got the hang of it now. And that's just about it. I will point out that I did throw in an extra credit option. There are a lot of different topics out there that might lend to different kinds of essay contests and different kinds of publications. Maybe it's a school newspaper, and maybe you want to share your opinion for the school newspaper or a local newspaper. Maybe you want to submit it to an essay contest. If you would like to see your opinions published, give me the information about how you have pursued that, what organization or essay contest or publication you have submitted it for, and give me evidence of that, and I will honor that with some extra credit. It's really kind of important to think about how you want to share your writing, because the point of this whole unit was that writing changes lives, writing changes experiences of humans, writing could change history. So if you've written a really good paper, don't just change my life and my history, change someone else's. You can certainly share your writing with other people. I've had students before in the past share writing on smoking and vapes and the e-cigarettes, and she convinced her mom to stop smoking. So use your writing for the purpose that it's intended. So that's just about it. That wraps things up. And if you have any questions, be in touch. Again, next week is going to be a catch-up week for everyone to go back and complete missing assignments and resubmit assignments you may have done poorly. That's it. We're on a crash course toward the end of the semester, so be in touch with any questions. Have a great week.